Last time we met you was in 2015, and this was a very, very different story. You'd previously weighed 33 stone. You'd come on here because you'd lost 8 stone. Everybody, the viewers got behind you. Everybody was very impressed with this weight loss. You seem to be on a very good road.
That's correct.
And yet we see you here today, and this is a very different story, because since then, you've gone the other way, and you've now put on a further 12 stone.
That's correct.
So you were heavier than you were to begin with. What happened?
The heaviest that I've ever been.
It's 35 stone, you're
35 stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to me was that kind of like after kind of like going to boot camp, coming back on the show, I went back home and carried on with my weight loss and everything. And then all of a sudden there was things going in my life that are wasn't very good. Things trying to sort my life out, trying to change my life. And all of a sudden I just had a meltdown where kind of like psychological factors came in, things was going on in my life and things like that. So I just turned back to eating again and for comfort.
But it's a vicious circle for you, isn't it? Because you're told to exercise, but now what's your mobility like these days?
It's just from walking to there.
I heard you when you sat down.
I was
you were out of
breathing,
breath.
out of breath.
And that's not a long walk, is it?
No, it's just about.
So when you look at yourself in the mirror, you say you are almost watching yourself die.
Oh, okay.
Don't you?
The trouble is, when I look into the mirror, you know, every day, and I find myself kind of like just slowly going.
Yeah.
Really going, and.
Well, you've had 3 strokes?
I've had 3 strokes. I've had a little TIA, this is traumatic attack and everything, and.
So you've called out for help. You've called out for help. You want an operation, and so, what have you been told?
Well, what happened was last time I was told to go to a weight. You know, I went away, got lost a lot of weight, and because I was totally against bariatric surgery or any surgery, totally against it. But now it's just kind of like I need surgery. It's life-saving. I've been told that, you know, if I lose some amount of weight, which I have done in the past, that they will give me surgery. But, you know, I just think on the NHS failing, I'm sorry, they just let me down, because what happened was they said to me that if you lose certain weight, I can get surgery. And I did that. I went away, lost a lot of weight, and surgery never came my way. It never came.
It was too late for you.
It was too late.
Michelle, how does this affect your life? Because you care for him full-time now, don't you?
Yeah.
So that means you're not working, your life has completely changed.
Yeah, it's gone back to the way it was in the beginning again.
And then the impact on your relationship together, where has that left you both?
I'm just his full-time carer.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel horrible. I do, honestly. I've always kind of like blamed myself about the weight. You know, I've always blamed me. You know, but what happened was when I went away to boot camp, it was just kind of like quick, lose all the weight and everything, be all right. But because there's a lot of psychological problems and things like that, I wasn't dealing with them.
And that frustrates you, doesn't it? When people look at you and just go, well, you're lazy. They look at obese people, they look at overweight people and just go, well, he's just lazy. He just needs to get up and do something.
I'm never lazy. You can't say that, because I went away to boot camp. I couldn't even walk. I couldn't even run, and I went away to boot camp, which is not public knowledge, that I went away and sorted myself out, and I came back and things happened, and I've gone into a mess. And your viewers are looking at this and say, you know, oh, what a lazy so and so. But that's not the case, because obesity people, can you imagine it? Some obesity people don't actually leave their own homes because they're afraid. They're monitored about people about having to go at them.
So, Zoe, this is such a nightmare story, and it's a story reflected across the country, and it's come to the stage now where it looks like one health authority have said, listen, you have to lose weight, we can't operate on you. The risks are too high.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first thing to say is obesity, for some people, it's a normal human response to a very abnormal human environment. The environment that we live in today, for some people, it's almost impossible to be a healthy weight. And it's a psychological illness as well. And I think what we've seen with Stephen is that for him, this really is a psychological issue. And until that's dealt with, then, you know, he's going to find it very difficult to have success. But for Stephen, I agree. I think bariatric surgery, that is the best chance he has, that's the right option for him. And actually for the NHS, it's the most cost-effective treatment for Stephen. So people who are morbidly obese, who've tried weight management, who've tried and actually had some success. So, you know, Stephen, we know you can do it, but the surgery will really help you. And actually, in the long run, that's the most cost-effective way.
Surgery for him, though, at this weight?
At this weight, it's very dangerous, but actually remaining this way is also very dangerous. So it's a real, you know, it's a real weighing up the risks versus the benefit, and it's a case-by-case equation, I guess, for each individual. It will be different.
So psychologically, he should be treated first and foremost.
Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah. So what we recommend now is that anybody who's going to have bariatric surgery should access what we call a Tier 3 weight management programme, and that comprises nutritional advice, so like help from a dietitian, an exercise regime, but also some psychological therapy, and the
They go
psychology
hand
is
in hand.
absolutely key.
Have you been offered that?
Never, never. What it is, I've been on to weight management. I've been on to all these courses, everything, you know, and I just feel that I've been kind of like just left behind. I just feel like left behind, honestly. You know, I want the help. I'm crying for the help.
For more of the same, just click here.
It's our relationship, and if you have a problem with it, well, that's your problem, not mine. I mean, I read what people say about us, but no, I don't take it to heart. It's water off a duck's back.